Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Locking It In with Deb and Pear. This is your real estate report for the week ending July 24th. One of the highlights last week, mortgage rates dropped below 3%, 2.78.
Yes, I locked a couple in on manufactured homes, and so the rate was even lower.
Well, apparently, despite these lower rates, the mortgage loan applications for a new home purchase are actually down. The reason for this is speculated because of the Delta variant and the chaos associated with it. I guess it might make sense if you're feeling like you're going to get locked down again.
I hope not.
You don't want to move.
I certainly hope not. I'm done with
Hey,
masks.
I've been vaccinated. There's no reason that I should have to lock down again.
We've both been vaccinated months ago.
Yeah, months and months. There's a lot of people are permanently working remotely, and they have left the cities to go where the prices are lower and their quality of life is better. And unfortunately, despite these low rates, because the inventory is low, a lot of buyers are being left out of the market. As you know, one of my biggest causes is housing, and housing for everyone. It should be affordable. It shouldn't be such a huge chunk of your income, and your rent shouldn't go up year after year after year. If you do own a home, at least you have a lot of mortgage relief programs available. If you have a USDA loan or an FHA or VA loan in particular, there are a lot of programs which can help you either reduce the terms of your mortgage to a lower interest rate, or with a partial claim, the government or the lender will have a lien against the property, but you don't have to repay it until you pay the loan.
Okay, what we're talking about is a temporary balloon payment that's not due until you refinance or sell the property. And that's for the amount that the borrower is delinquent on their mortgage.
That means that the homeowner, the borrower, does not need to make payments against this.
It's just a lien.
And it gets paid off when you sell your home or when you refinance.
I've run across those from the 2008, 2010 era too. And it's a wonderful thing. And
if you have a VA loan, there are actually tools that can help you reduce your dollar amount of your mortgage by about 20%. That's for your principal and interest. The one thing I want to mention too is if you get into one of these programs and your equity is over 20%, you might also save some mortgage insurance as well.
Right. That's a big way to save.
Yeah. If any concerns about your mortgage because of COVID and being able to pay it month after month at the current price, these programs are out there for you to ask about, as well as some that are coming later in the year as part of President Biden's American Rescue Plan. This will give money to states for use in assisting people with housing, mortgages, insurance, etc. This is if it's a really extreme case. If you have a Ginnie Mae backed loan, you can actually get your mortgage extended up to 40 years. And this would be something you would do if you're really in dire straits. I wouldn't recommend it.
The reason is because you pay so much interest on a 40-year loan up front, and you don't start paying principal on it till after like 30 years. Very much principal. You pay a few dollars principal in the beginning, but it is a lower payment, and it does help you keep your home if that's the situation.
And by the way, it's always you're paying more interest in the beginning, regardless of the loan.
But a 40-year
longer term, it's
even worse.
It's a lot worse. Yes. The other issue I want to talk about, this is really important to me. I am a former software designer, software developer. I've written a lot of code, a lot of databases, and internet security is an issue for me. It's something I try to be careful about. And I have always noticed in the industry, in the finance industry, when I was working with life insurance, as well as the real estate industry and the lenders, I have noticed that many of these companies are really lacking in security. I see people using their laptop in the field. I see people using their Gmail account, including myself. This is not the best way to run a business. And in this case, in the time that we're living, when we're dealing with things such as ransomware, last week, this a title company cloud services provider. So this is a company that would provide online services on behalf of title companies. And they were subject to a ransomware attack. And this prevented loans from closing as expected on Monday. Typically, these type of
I didn't
incidents,
see any of it with any of my investors, but I heard about it.
this is something that is not simple. A typical incident could take 10 days to 2 weeks to resolve. And it is an industry-wide issue. Title companies and mortgage companies are way behind when it comes to this technology. And now they're being forced to give it some thought. In recent years, there's been a lot of phishing type scams in the industry, people pretending to be a realtor or a title agent, spoofing their email. If you are having certain communication, you want to make sure it is done through a secure channel. Gmail is fine, but that's not how you're going to receive your official documents.
Receive it through the phone.
Or, well, through secure email,
Right.
ideally.
Or
You don't want to
security.
send social security information on your phone either. And many in the industry are using their personal laptop without any sort of a secure portal or gateway. And when I mean secure portal, I don't mean you log into a site with HTTPS on it. You need special software, a virtual private network to access your work network. It's very important. And how this affects you, I know you can't control the companies and what they do. You can ask questions and find out what it is your title company is doing to protect you, what your mortgage company doing to protect your information and their security, as well as learn what you can do to protect your own security. There are a lot of things that are easy to do without realizing it. And when you do have a transaction in progress, you should be alerted to those security measures that are required, such as the wire information never changes. This is true. And if you get an email, they say the wire information is different and you fall for it, you've fallen for a scam. That's a guarantee.
You could lose your home that way in terms of the purchase that you set up, and you could lose a lot of money.
This is, I think, something that is going to be a bigger and bigger deal, although certainly a lot has been done to make these things much more secure over the last few years. This increase in ransomware attacks, I think, might finally tip the stage so that it becomes a more secure environment for all of us. Be careful out there. As inventory drops, don't give up hope. Think about buying a house, even looking at homes, selling your home. Now's the time to start planning if you want to sell your home in the spring and saving your money so you can compete if the market is hot again. And before you do anything, make sure you do understand what it is you're doing. Real estate is an industry. We have licensed professionals with a lot of experience and training so that we can help you put together what it is that you need to do alongside your loan officer, which will help you figure out the financial picture. And that means call Perrin. And what is the process for this?
Just call me and we'll work it out.
You'll tell them how much of a house they can buy, how much money they need to save.
Yes, all that.
How to fix their credit if there's an issue.
Right.
Yeah. Perrin can help you with all of that. I will help you find the ideal property for you, help you price your home if you're trying to sell your home, and help you decide what's the most valuable thing to improve. In any case, nothing's going to happen unless you call or start giving it some thought. Thank you, everyone. This has been another exciting episode of Locking It In with Devin Perrin.
Exciting. Yes. Thank you.